I guess the biggest challenge is to keep the students interested because many of them are taking it to fill some kind of requirement or because they think they should. And the less students want to be, that is, the less voluntary their choice is, the more work you as the professor have to do in order to keep them interested. And so you have to tell really good stories, and you have to try to be humorous at times, and you have to do things that allow them to identify with the material. And so that's one reason why I often talk biographically, and I try to present people who are interesting, and not only as old men and old women. I mean, often in history we'll read about some prime minister, some intellectual, and we encounter that person for the first time when they're already mature adults. And so I try to back up a little bit, and this is one of the things I try to do in the textbook too, is to talk about them when they were younger, maybe even university students, so that it becomes a little bit easier for our students to identify with the people they're reading about. Each chapter starts with a biography, and that's very deliberate because students can identify with individuals, especially individuals who really have a profoundly important influence, but who weren't always important. When they were younger, they weren't necessarily important. And so a student can see a famous person before he or she is famous. And I think that really is helpful. And I think it's just easier to convey information by using an exemplary life. That is, some individual whose life, whose accomplishments, whose achievements, whose activities exemplify the themes that are going to be covered in that chapter.